Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Skyrim Special Edition. So we're pretty much forced into moving forward with the main story. I don't want to kill Parthenax, but I'm kind of thinking maybe I will have to. Uh, Now that I slightly start to remember this late game quests. Maybe, maybe not. As far as other things, besides the Dawn Guard and the Dragonborn, uh, DLC, which I don't want to do yet, there's really nothing. So,
What business do college mages have in a place like Saffron?
we're going here to Dragon's Reach. I think we're going to talk to the Jarl, and then I think
You're
we're
that
going to
one from
trap.
the college. Heard about you.
I guess technically I'm from the College of Winterhold, sort of. Let's see, let's talk to this guy.
Smile. Take a look.
What has he got as far as... I really don't want it filled soul gems, actually. And then, let's see, this, and this. And also that one. And increase your health by 50, sneaking by 30, increase your health by 60. See, these special name things, I've picked those up recently, I believe. So, a lesser soul, 2 more lesser souls, a lesser soul, a lesser soul, lesser soul, lesser soul, petty souls, petty souls. Man, the way this whole system works is awful. It just jumps around like crazy. Like greater souls, if greater are probably better than common. So let's get rid of all the common things. But man, everything just moves. How are you supposed to quickly get rid of all these things? It doesn't even make any sense. Common souls with commons. Why do some things stack and some things not stack? Why is this grand soul greater any different than this grand soul greater? Lesser, 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 petty, 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 petty. So, greater, 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 and like just barely finished where I was. Common soul gems, we'll take 2 empty ones of that. Common soul gem, we'll purchase that. Greater soul gem, petty soul gem. There we go.
You've got the aptitude. You should join the Mages College in Winterhold.
And I think my quest... Oh, I guess it doesn't have to do with going out there quite yet. I do have to talk to the Jarl, so we'll go talk to the Jarl in his quarters since he's asleep right now. Now, as it is, I would still be stealing things. We've been in these quarters before. Just gotta figure out where he is. And see, he has a stone. Now we have 12 of them. And see, we were getting caught stealing those things before, and now my sneak is so high I can get away with it. I wouldn't be surprised if it turns out that there's a stone near the bedside of everybody who's important, all the Jarls. Let's see. Are you ready to trap
As I
the dragon?
promised, my men stand ready. The great chains are oiled. We wait on your word.
I'm ready. Let's
My
trap
men
the
know
dragon.
what to do. Make sure you do your part. I'm putting my city in your hands.
And so it's really strange, this scene in particular, because it's
You look tired.
you're just doing actions that you haven't done at all, and you're gonna see kind of this cutscene that's a custom cutscene. And let's see. We have to go out here to this area that I don't think I've ever actually
We're
even
ready when
watched.
you are.
Let's see. I don't even know who this character is. So there's this giant chain that holds up this stock or stockade. So we need to use the shout to call dragon. Equip.
Go ahead. and
Good.
call me. We're ready.
Didn't I do it? Here we go. Where is he? There he is. A red dragon. What's that? I have no idea what that was that just fell. Was that a person?
Keep under cover until it's down.
So we're gonna fight him, I guess. Which probably means I should just re-equip Dragon Rend. I should also favorite Call Dragon in case that's a ability I now have to just call dragons over. Gotta watch that fire. You're not going anywhere, dragon. And so now he's down. We gotta convince him to run towards me. Right? Maybe you have to wait till the dragon rend wears off. My companion is certainly getting the brunt of it. Almost gonna die myself. Got him. And he snapped down. It's time to interrogate him.
Orvuta med Kodav, caught like a bear in a trap. Zokfrini grin kograd runviki, dovaki.
It's around his neck too. It snapped.
I forget. You do not have the Dova speech.
Not all of
My
it.
eagerness to meet you in battle was my undoing, Dovahkiin. I salute your low cunning in devising such a Gramindol stratagem. Zuubonar, you went to a great deal of trouble to put me in this humiliating position. In Sir Alduin, no doubt you want to know where to find Alduin.
That's right. Where is he hiding?
Renik Vaza, an apt phrase. Alduin Boval. One reason I came to your call was to test your Thuum for myself. Many of us have begun to question Alduin's lordship. whether his Thuum was truly the strongest. Among ourselves, of course, Muni Mae, none were yet ready to openly defy him.
You were telling me where to find him?
Once Lord Croesus, innumerable pardons, I digress. He has traveled to Sovngarde to regain his strength, devouring the Silesure, the souls of the mortal dead, a privilege he jealously guards.
So he's in heaven?
His door to Sovngarde is at Skuldafn, one of his ancient fanes high in the eastern mountains. Mindoran pa ok midove navarantil. I surely do not need to warn you that all his remaining strength is marshaled there. Zuulost ofan hinlan. Now that I have answered your question, you will allow me to go free?
Do you promise to serve me?
Serve you? No. Need id. If and when you defeat Alduin, I will reconsider. Croesus. There is one detail about Skuldafn I neglected to mention.
Tell me what you know then.
Only this. You have the Thuum of Adova, but without the wings of one, you will never set foot in Skuldafn. Of course, I could fly you there, but not while imprisoned like this.
So... Do you expect me to take your word for it?
Aran, you wound me, Dovahkiin. I may not tell the whole truth, but I am no liar. Go and see for yourself. Zu ni bo norhet. I will be here, unless Alduin returns before you do.
So, I guess I could walk behind him. The dragon animations from when this game first came out looks pretty good, but I think modern graphics cards could do a better job. See, can I jump over the side here? So, as far as our quest is set, we have it just as set Uldervig free and kill Parthenax. I feel like it should be that I should have the option to go and get a ride from Parthenax, who I trust a lot more than this dragon, but that's just not the case. And I don't see a marker here to where he was talking about. So, for that reason too, I guess I have to make a deal with this guy and go.
Mage. Do not test my promise to the Dovahkiin.
I assure you, you will not even notice me. Most of them are hardly painful at all to a large dragon such as yourself.
He's doing research on the dragon?
Surely you wouldn't miss a few scales, or a small amount of blood.
May, what are you doing back there?
I guess the dragon's not too happy about that. And then we've got some gray mains here.
You have reconsidered my offer, Onikan Kron?
Let's see.
You will release me, Roland, if in return I promise to take you to Skaldafen and stop helping Alduin.
Yes.
Onikan Korav
Why not?
Milad. It is wise to recognize when you only have one choice. And you can trust me. Zuni Tarudis. Alduin has proven himself unworthy to rule. I go my own way now. Free me, and I will carry you to Skaldafen.
So how does one free him? Let's see. It's up here. I'm being very trusting.
Something to tell the grandkids, eh? I can't believe that worked.
Open the trap.
You sure about that? You want to let that dragon loose after all the trouble to catch him in there?
Yes, I'm sure.
Your funeral. Someone else is gonna have to help you get him back in there again. Get ready to open the trap.
So both of them are coming over here to
Seems
the
like a really
chains.
bad idea to me.
And here's a Stormcloak soldier that died. Is there another one over there that's dead?
By all the gods.
Was nu? Ini dein Rufe Astval.
And do we talk to him?
Saran Uth, I await your command as promised. Are you ready to see the world as only a Dova can?
Sure.
Zuk Brit Uth. I warn you, once you've flown the skies of Kaizal, your envy of the Dove will only increase. Amativ.
So I don't hit a button, I just get on it and ride. Custom animation here. And they locked the camera in place, which I kind of wish they had done that a lot more often.
This is as far as I can take you. Griffboth Akrin. I will look for your return. Or Alduin's.
He looks better in the sunlight. Yeah, I think a lot of the shaders that are in the special edition don't really do justice. So where am I? My current location is here. And there's nothing but mountains all around this section, which probably is true to form. Let's see, who am I going to be fighting? I mean, who am I shooting at? Are those draughts? Wasn't expecting that, but okay. So after I do this section, I need to see if I can just find a nice empty field and cull a dragon. Where'd that guy go? He must have fallen off the edge. Where's my companion? There's a dragon over there. I don't know if that's Alduin or somebody else. So if the story is the reason why we've been fighting all these skeleton creatures, is because Alduin has been sucking their souls and turning them into monsters, at least we'd have some consistency and internal logic. But then I think that also would probably hurt having any characters like this in the next Elder Scrolls game. And my companion's not with me, and I don't know if they are supposed to come with me this time. I may actually... Let's see. What shout do I have equipped right now? Dragon Wind? This may be a solo only section. And if that's true, that puts me in a slight disadvantage. Probably not. See, I almost want to... Look at that. 2 dragons. But if they're not coming down here, I just kind of want to open this and then walk back out. Just to make sure. Like, it may very well be that the dragons decide not to fight me. Or they totally decide to fight me. Where is it? Was that a dragon? Where is that thing? Ultimate healing. Ultimate healing. What in the world happened there? What in the world just happened? Look at the ground. Like, so that was one dragon. Let's see if we can double up on dragon souls, because I think I killed another one over there. If I can get over there. Guess this is the way up. Garnet. Call the arms. Nope, that's not the way up. I wonder if there is no way up. I wonder if you have to actually go through that section. I guess I do. So there's a dragon over here. Let's see if we can collect 2 souls. Now I can't jump up there and collect his bones, but at least I got the soul. Interesting. It didn't say Dragon Soul collected. I guess the more interesting thing too is I don't think I have any words I can learn. And by the sound of it, yet another dragon, it may be on my case, so let's go in here. If the dragon come shout, the call dragon shout really works, and I can just call dragons whenever I want it, I've got really the perfect solution to being short on dragon scales and dragon armor. And then you fix the problem I was feeling of not really fighting enough dragons in the game. So that's an exciting potential improvement, although you do have to play the main storyline here to get that far. And in a weird way, it doesn't feel like the game would scale well if you played the main storyline first and nothing else. I kind of would like to see a games done quick or speed run with no glitches and no cheating, where somebody ran through the main storyline. And just see what they had to do to manipulate the system so that they were actually strong enough for that. In fact, I think I may have even seen a few minutes of a speedrun like that. And then I got bored and walked away from it, I think. I think part of the problem was the speedrun was still 3 hours long, which in the world of speedruns was not very speedy. What? Really? What are you doing to me, game? I went in. Got me confused. Both of those are the same. There's no bar against the door. And see, this says you're not even going out to Skyrim, you're going to a different area. And then there's nothing here. There's no middle floor. This whole section seems like it was just added either because there was going to be more to it, or because look at the ground. The ground has now undamaged the ground. And see, there's a river down there and everything. But what am I missing? I mean, oh, I'm missing this is what I'm missing. Well, okay. Archery. Now, one of the issues I suppose we're gonna have is, where is that archery guy? is I really can't level up right now. Not very efficiently. Because I don't have my companion with me. Do I need to charge my bow? Yes, I do. Common soul gem, common soul gem. Greater soul gem, greater soul gem. Well, we'll wait. A lot of damaged areas here. And see, it feels unfair to not get the stealth attack when I'm shooting somebody in the back and they clearly don't see me. Like, well, hopefully that didn't kill me. Did it kill me? It did kill me. Wow. Probably not the actual... Probably wasn't the actual shout itself that killed me, just smacking into the wall afterwards. This is just bad level layout, in all honesty. This is just bad design. Just falling down all the stairs. Seriously, don't kill me again. I'm kind of firing blind here. And they see me because I've been detected already. Which, I don't know, maybe a potion of invisibility would be a trick to get away from that. Man. And remember, I have light armor and a perk that turns all my light armor into weighing nothing. So it wouldn't surprise me if part of my issue here, let's see, I need stamina, so I'm just gonna go over here and see if I have any potions of stamina. I shouldn't, but I may have picked something up somewhere. Nope, barely have any potions. And see, I have nothing that regenerates stamina and health right now. I think because I'm a vampire, if I was to guess. That would be my suspicion as to why I stopped recovering half of my stats. And you probably would recover your stats more if you were in nighttime and darkness. It's kind of a shame they don't have dragon's bone arrows. That would have been a nice turn of events. And see, I'm trying to slow down time and I have no stamina to recover. No stamina is recovering, so let's see. Let's try this. I'm standing in a shadow. I didn't think that would work, but possibly going inside would. Say. Boy, do they just move out of the way when they don't want to get hit. So a north tower probably doesn't have anything in it either. Getting a lot of ebony items, which are slightly heavy, but just sitting there looking at the treasure chest, counting the money. Let's see. Bone scales and gold. And I'm still not overburdened yet. And see, I have the feeling that this tower is probably very similar, if not an exact copy of the other tower. I guess it would have been a nightmare if there was more than a couple of dragons, though. If they would just fight on top of each other and have huge crossing the stream issues of the rest of the game. Looks like there might be another tower over here that I totally missed. Let's see, if I put my weapon away, do I get my stamina back? Nope. Interesting. So to the temple we go. Now it's weird to end up going to what is the Nordic version of heaven here. Klingons in the Star Trek series are effectively Vikings. I've just come to this realization right now. Because there was this Stovercore word, and the word to the place we're going, and I think it's either the same or very, very similar. Alright, I got my stamina back when I got in that room. Is it right in front of me? No, I don't see it. Like, theoretically that thing is right in front of me and I can't see it. There we go. There we go. Yeah. But that makes way more sense than... And I feel real sad I haven't figured that out yet. I can step on this booby trap all I want, it won't activate. Somebody is walking around here. And what do I want to do? Do I want to search these burial urns that may very well have a decent amount of items in them? Or should I just fill up my inventory with ebony battle axes and call it a day? Yeah. Ebony battle axes. We'll put one back so we're not overburdened. Yeah, money is not really an issue, so... That's a face. Quick. Find the other one. This. Find the next two. So we have a trigger that seems like it will trigger, and then we have a snake, a bird. Over here we have a snake. So snake to snake, and let's see. The middle one could be snake or bird. See, it's pointing here, and I have a bird, and this one is the whale. So whale to whale, and that points the bird that way, which doesn't make any sense. And if we run over here and look back behind this, there's nothing. Looks like there might be something up there, but I bet it isn't. And here we've got nothing. So one way opens that gate, and that was the one with the snake, and so the other way will open the one with the bird. Right? Simple enough. Logic. And there was nothing really of any value in there. Okay. Moving forward. Empty. We're just crawling around, sneaking. I'm hearing a lot of foot noises, which not only goes against my perks that specifically say my feet are silent when I'm sneaking, but just is irritating to listen to in general. Was next guy over here, and next one is, where are you coming from? Steal some gold off them. Any booby trap on this chest? No. Slightly interesting that there's not a lock on these locks. We were doing all this lock picking for a long time, almost probably to the point where I should think about whether or not the levels that I was doing where I was lock picking might have been levels that would have been better played while I was doing all the thief stuff. I guess it really doesn't matter. But now that we're back onto the main storyline, I haven't seen a locked box in a long time. I haven't seen these eggs in a long time either. The spider eggs. And desiccated corpses. We started the game. These were some of the first things we fought. And they've been missing for a real long time. And I know these guys sometimes wander around the forest. But because I fast travel everywhere, I don't run around the forest enough to see them. Let's see. Egg sac for spider eggs. And I've been collecting plenty of spider eggs for alchemy somehow. I don't know where I'm finding them all. Probably just purchasing them from a store. And at least 2 of those arrows just magically disappeared. But a lot of arrows magically disappear, so I guess it's not a big deal. Why am I not filling up soul things? Is my weapon drained yet again? Wow. Common soul, greater soul. I don't have very many charges on this weapon. I think what I did is I built it to give me the longest amount of time. 11 seconds to kill something and still trap its soul, which is probably way too much time, since most hits are one-hit kills. So I could have put it somewhere in the middle, if not further. And I know the game is telling me to level up, but I'm not willing to do that yet. I assume, though, I'm still getting experience and all that. That would be a bummer. I probably wasn't getting experience when I wouldn't go legendary on certain things, and I'm almost certain of that as being the case. But the idea that I wouldn't be getting experience simply because I didn't choose to level up right then and there. Let's see, weapons, ebony battle axes. Put that back down. So they want that to be a snake, I think. To do that. And let's see. I wonder what this should be. It is already a snake. Well, I see a whale here. I see a bird here. Okay. So, bird, the snake, the whale, and the bird. No story really behind that. That would have been helpful. Nice to learn. I guess I'm doing fine on ebony bows, so I shouldn't be concerned. And the whale. Because I'm picking up arrows that are ebony arrows also. And then lever. I get bumped by a skull. Off you go. Just keep on picking up garbage, I suppose. And here we go to the temple. Weren't we already in the temple? I guess we're going deeper into the temple. So, in the world of Skyrim, there's this temple that you can use to go to Sovngarde, not Stilvacor, the heaven slash hell for the Klingons in Star Trek. Ironically, I guess the original concept of Gene Roddenberry's Star Trek would make a terrible Skyrim style game, because he didn't really want conflict to occur at all, and particularly between people in the Federation, and that would have really nixed the whole Civil War storyline that we went through, and it would have made it difficult to fight the thousands upon thousands of enemies I fought in this game. Carrying too much again. Another battle axe. Going bye bye. I hope the bows are worth more per weight. I really need that mod to tell you the value per weight. That would make everything obvious. And in fact, if I'm going to use a mod like that, I want it to be so obvious it should just tell me straight up, you should leave this item. Replace this item with this item. Stamina, Great Soul Gem. Nothing in that urn. There's a fire thing. Somebody's oil pits. I can hear people up there. Just poke my head up and let's see. I don't think I can shoot the... Yeah, I burnt him, but not enough to kill him. So I don't know if there would have ever actually been a point where that would have worked. That opens that. This. Get more arrows. So I could shoot this down, and I guess it goes down through the exact center there and would burn that. Yep. But that would mean you were coming from the top downward, or the enemy would be able to shoot those down and hurt you, and I've never seen them be able to do that. Maybe if he shouted it would fall down. See, this is one of these hallways that usually would have a claw lock, and if that's the case, then I've got a major issue, because I gave all those claw keys to is he stepping on these won't trigger any traps. I gave all the claw keys to my companion, who is not following me, and I think that's intentional. She was following me when we were fighting, and I think this is Protima. No, this is somebody different. Interesting. It is a claw lock. Well, wouldn't that turn out to be the craziest things of all crazy if I had to figure out some way to fast travel? Nah, he's got it right on him. Diamond claw lock. Item. Miscellaneous. Diamond claw. And what do we do to zoom in? Right stick to zoom. Wolf, bird, dragon. Alright, so that was in the right place. We haven't done one of these in a real long time. And you might think there's some kind of achievement or some kind of cool thing you could do with having all the claw locks, but no, not really. And it just disappears into blackness, and it's just blackness. It's a little surprising more things don't combine in this story. Like, the companions come to your aid, the Brotherhood, the Dark Brotherhood comes to your aid, if everybody that you've potentially dealt with showed up right now and said, we're here to help you, it would be kind of cool. But nope, nothing like that. I'm gonna learn a new word. I wonder if this is a shout that's gonna take me. Storm, calm. So we go to the shouts and storm, calm. A cry of skies awakens the directive. Shout to the skies. Oh, it's a storm call, not calm. So we'll favorite that just in case it's something we're gonna have to use. We got to the end of this temple and we learned a new shout. That's at least something to be happy about. You have a burnt corpse. Is there anything else there? Usually there's a treasure chest. Odd. No treasure chest. So far we've done pretty well. I haven't felt like I was majorly dying over and over again. There was perhaps a little bit of difficulty in fighting two dragons at the same time. See, that glass weapon just fell right through him. All this embalming. Search this around, I suppose. Right, moving forward to Skolodon. Let's archery up to 76. And see, that was probably in less than 11 seconds, but I bet I'm just out of gems. Will my stamina refill now that I'm back in the... I don't want to pick up the ebony sword. I'm going to be overburdened again. Definitely don't want to pick up a battle axe. And see, this is a way down to... Yeah, we saw this part. And I don't know if it's a factor of my stamina being just high. I don't think it is. I think I'm just in the sunlight. And there's a dragon to fight. And over here is possibly a doorway. Let's see. Bunch of garbage. But this is as low as you go. So there was something out of the way, but not really. Vigorous healing, flawless emerald sitting out in the open, extreme healing potion, an urn. The health potions are one of the things that I really appreciate finding right now. So we're in a good position to either try and take this guy out, and let's just see if we have the right shout equipped. Dragon Rend. Try and take him out now, or run around and fight him. But we're going to do that in the next recording. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me further, click on my name Rydo. On the right is a button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.